So we're here to solve the Slitherlink puzzle by Fikes called hooks, and this really solves by just putting in some basic patterns. A 0 next to a 3 is going to need to take these two edges. That will complete this one, and that actually means that we now have these ends of the loop working out of the grid, chasing alongside each other, but never able to connect. And so we come down into this 3. A 3 always takes the opposite cells from any end that comes into it. It's going to take one of these two edges, but notice that one thing it can't do is join up to this end. That would close off the loop too quickly. So we're going to have the loop end instead come like this. We've got to take the top edge here and have these come down, and we still have a case where these loop ends have to dodge. And so this has to come all the way down this channel to avoid these ones. Come over here. We again have a space where these loop ends have to stay apart, so they're going to come like this and come like this. We get to this point of the puzzle. We can come back and start again with a common pattern. Two 3s that are diagonally adjacent will always have to take the two outside edges, and then one edge comes into the center point from each of the 3 clues. Where a 3 is also in a horizontal or vertical stretch with other 3s, that always makes a bendy pattern, an S or Z type shape, and that's going to continue out here. You'll actually see that these 2 clues now don't have anything except sort of the remaining edges forcing to be inside the loop. This end comes up, finishes this out, get this end coming in, this end coming in. At the start of the puzzle, we had a few places we could have otherwise made progress. This 0 next to a 2 on an edge is a forced pattern. This 0, 3 is also a forced pattern. This come in like this. We've got, again, 2 3s that are diagonal, and so that's going to put in these constraints. This end has to come over, and this end has to come over. We've now made an effective 0 next to a 3, which puts this into the grid. In this upper left side, there's only one edge that can be used for this one, and putting that in, we get this pattern for the 3. We're not going to be able to come down and take this edge or even this edge because that would close out this stretch too quickly. So instead we get this pattern for that 3 shape. We've got one end for this one to take, and what we now have to do to finish this puzzle is figure out how we close out this loop, but without finishing too much of the edges with themselves. So we need to have this be a full loop shape. And what we'll see is that one thing we've got are 3 ends down here, and we need to always have an even number of ends, so that comes up. Here we would close off a second loop if we came vertically, so we come horizontally and we finish this puzzle. So hopefully this is a great example of a Slitherlink that has a nice flow of loop avoidance. On the left side, as we have these 2 ends work their way out, we have some shared patterns on the right side that got other starting points to the grid. So as a Monday puzzle, this really reinforces a lot of things you'll need to know to do Slitherlink in general. We'll see you again soon.